A-C-K.
Decoding is a word identification skill that allows readers to use the relationship between letters and sounds to recognize words in print. Readers use decoding skills to identify words when they read and to spell words when they write. Readers must be able to decode or identify words independently and rapidly in order to read fluently enough to understand what they read. Some words are best learned as whole units rather than by being sounded out letter by letter using phonics. They're called sight words because good readers recognize them automatically when they see them. Words that can't be sounded out phonetically and words that are used with high frequency can be memorized as a whole by sight.
Hi, Jonathan. How are you today?
Pretty good. Look what I got.
Well, what's this?
I got a job.
Congratulations. That's
Thanks.
wonderful. So have you had a chance to go over this yet?
Kind of.
Okay, let's do it. Shall
Okay,
we?
sure.
Okay. You follow along with how I read. How's that?
Okay.
April 29th, with your finger. April 29th,
April 29th,
2014.
2014.
Dear Jonathan,
Dear Jonathan,
congratulations
congratulations
on your
on
appointment
your appointment
as a landscaper.
as a landscaper.
Wow. I'm delighted
I'm delighted
you have accepted this position.
you have accepted this position
Good. On your first day of employment,
on the first day of your
okay, again,
on your first day of your
employment, okay, you will be required
you will be required
to provide documentation
to provide documentation
for proof of authorization
for proof of authorization
to work
to work
in the United States.
in the United States.
For payroll purposes,
Payroll purposes,
you will need to present
you will need to present
your Social Security
your
card.
Social Security card.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
Sincerely yours,
Sincerely yours,
Joe Greenleaf.
Jordan Greeley.
Well, I'm very proud of you. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So let's use this for today, shall we?
Okay.
Why don't you pick out 3 words that we can practice making sight words for you? Words that you think that you might see often or use often or that might come up frequently for you. So why don't you pick 3 words for me and we'll practice on those, okay?
Okay.
So what's your first word there that you'd like to practice with?
I like to use landscaping.
Landscaper. Okay. How about the next one? Another one.
Provide
Okay.
and present.
Okay, good. So great, you've picked out 3 words that we want to practice and really ingrain it as a sight word for you, okay?
Okay.
So the first word we have here is landscaper. So what I would like you to do is say the word, and then a second time I want you to count out how many syllables you hear in landscaper, okay?
Okay. Landscaper.
So tap out for me how many syllables you hear in that word, please.
Landscaper.
How
3.
many? Good, you heard 3. Now you know there's a way we can double check that. I want you to take your hand and put it under your chin like this. And we're going to say the word landscaper. And every time your jaw drops, count. And that will be how many syllables there are in landscape. Landscaper.
Landscaper.
How many times did your jaw drop?
3.
So we know we're right. There's 3 syllables in landscaper. Good job. Now what I'd like you to do is take your pencil and scoop out those 3 syllables that we just sounded out.
Landscaper.
Perfect. Okay, now let's practice the spelling of that word, and I would like you to trace the landscaper with your pencil, if you would.
Okay.
Okay, now this time I want you to trace it with 2 fingers, each letter, and give me the letters, each letter as you do them, okay?
Okay.
Spell it for me.
L-A-N-D S C A P E R.
Okay, very good. Now what I would like you to do is make a flashcard. So we're going to start a collection of flashcards of these words that we want to learn as a sight word, okay?
Yeah.
So I would like you, in fairly large letters, but make sure it fits, write the word landscaper on here for me if you would. Perfect. Now what we have is one of our first flashcards that we're going to use over and over until those words become second nature to you and you recognize it and you identify what that word is immediately, okay? Yes. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing. With your magic wand there, like you were a skywriter, we're going to write this as big as we possibly can one more time, okay?
Okay.
So do it with me. Keep that arm straight. You ready?
L A N
D. Go on.
S C A P E R.
Good job. Okay. So the final step in this process of making these sight words instantly recognizable to you, we've started a collection now of flashcards for those words, but now we have what we call a quick word, and it's your own personal dictionary. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the letter L, and we're going to add the landscaper to your personal dictionary. So I would like you to get your pencil and fill in your landscaper as your first personal sight word. There you go. So what's your first word in your book?
Landscaper.
Excellent. Okay, now let's do the same process for the next word that on your list, okay? For
Okay.
provide. Okay. We've done a lot of different types of exercises with your 3 new sight words today. Tell me what you thought of those and what were the most helpful for you.
Well, the most helpful thing is learn the words
Right.
and spell them out and make them spell them out bigger and learn this quick workbook, which is really nice.
Okay.
And it comes in handy.
Good. So you think this is something that we'll want to work on and fill up a little bit more?
Yeah.
And what about the physical sensation of feeling your jaw drop on every syllable? What did you think of that?
I think that was a pretty good idea, and I like that idea.
Good. It's another way you can check and make sure that you're sounding out your word correctly.
Yeah.
But again, it's another way of saying the word, reading the word, and get the repetition and the over and over, but doing it in a lot of different ways.
Right.
So that was helpful?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so glad because we're going to keep it up.
Okay.
Okay.
You can help your learner decode unfamiliar words by explicitly teaching the strategies and skills you've just seen. While this type of focused practice should take up no more than 20 minutes of any given lesson, repeated practice will help your learner use them automatically, consistently, and independently during reading.